Hi there, today we're tackling a little bit of DIY on my BYD Atto 3. Specifically, we're going to be looking at replacing or repairing the charging port cover assembly. Now you might be thinking this is a bit of a tricky job, but honestly it's surprisingly straightforward and you don't need any super specialized tools to do it. The original cover took a bit of a tumble. Let's just say reversing out of the garage with the flap open wasn't my finest moment. The good news, you can actually buy a complete replacement assembly online from places like AliExpress. Now in my case the brake was actually pretty clean. It snapped this piece here right in half and also broke the little locking pin. So I'm going to attempt to fix that myself with some seriously strong super glue. If you're not comfortable with a repair like that, then don't worry, the process for replacing the entire assembly is exactly the same. You can also buy just the little locking pin separately online if that's all you need. That's pretty cheap. The assembly thing costs a little bit more, but online way cheaper than if you got it from the dealer. So just a heads up though, if you do buy a whole new assembly, it usually comes with a plain black cover, so make sure you have kept your original cover, because thankfully it's actually super easy just to slide off and swap over. Okay, so let's get started with taking the old assembly out. The first thing we need to do is disconnect the electrical connections. You can access these by opening up the bonnet. First you'll find the ambient light. There's a little tab you need to push to pop that light out and down. Once it's hanging free, you'll see another tab to release its electrical cable. Simple as that. Next up, we need to tackle the main assembly. You'll find some push tabs around the unit itself. Give those a little squeeze and that will help you ease the whole assembly out of the car. Once that's out, you'll see the second electrical cable, this one closer to where the locking pin sits. Again, there's a little push tab, just press that and pull the connector apart. And just like that, the whole assembly should be free. Now you'll notice that I've already removed the hinge flap on my assembly. That's because I had to take it off to do my glue repair. If you bought a brand new assembly, this part will likely already be connected, so you can skip this bit. But if you're looking at replacing just the door or the hinge, this is how it's done. There's a little pin that runs through the hinge with a small tap from a hammer, or by simply pushing it firmly you can slide that pin right out and the door flap will detach from the assembly. So even though you've seen mine already apart because of my repair, this gives you a good idea of how the whole thing comes out. Now we're going to move on to putting it all back together, including the locking pin, the hinge, and swapping over that coloured cover. And there you have it. Hopefully this has given you a clear idea of how to remove and either repair or replace your BYD Atto 3's charging port cover assembly. It's really not as daunting as it might seem, and thanks for watching. I'll catch you later.